was kind of cut short last weekend with the rain delay. But how did you feel about it, and were you kind of upset that you didn't get to go back in?
Yeah, I mean, I was upset, of course, but I mean, I understood how it happens. The weather, unfortunately, plays a role in whether or not I get to go out there. I was prepared to go back out there in case it was a short break, but unfortunately, it lasted a couple hours. But I know Thatcher was right behind me, ready to go.
How short of a break would it have had to be to realistically have you back out there, do you think?
Probably 30 minutes to an hour. That's usually the longest that you want to do to keep the safety, especially after how many pitches out there. If I would have only thrown a one inning, maybe a little bit longer, but since I was my pitch count was a little higher, then that's usually probably the standard.
Just kind of building off that, I mean, it really seemed like you guys as a pitching staff picked each other up from the guy behind you. Just what do you make of the job that you guys did in this region?
Yeah, I think the pitching staff stepped up a big way this weekend. We threw strikes, we got ahead in the count, and we also been able to dominate every single opponent we faced this weekend. It speaks volume how hard this staff's been working this past couple of weeks, and we know that for us to be successful, we have to keep on doing that the next couple of weeks.
The news of Wes Johnson.
Step a little forward. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The news of Wes Johnson's head coaching hire at Georgia broke right after the game. So, what was kind of the mood around the team or the staff when you got that news? And were y'all surprised at all?
Oh yeah, we were all surprised. I think that's one of the reasons why he brought us together as a team, because he wanted to tell it to us to our face rather than us seeing it on the social media and stuff. But of course, we're all sad that he's leaving, but we're also very happy for him. We know he's going to have a lot of success at Georgia whenever he leaves there after the season's over.
What kind of impact has he left on you?
Oh, huge impact on me. I feel like he's not the same pitcher I was last year. Thanks to him, he's helped me develop a lot as a person and a player.
You faced this Kentucky team before. What makes them so difficult to kind of pitch and defend?
Just scrappy. They're a very scrappy team. They have put up good at-bats, got a couple of good lefty sticks and stuff, but I think they have a couple older kids, and then their coach is really good. They have a really good coach, but they're a scrappy team, and it'll be a really fun weekend.
Have you seen anything else, anything new watching the film this week that you haven't seen when you faced them the first time?
I haven't really digged into it as much this week as I have, but I trust Coach West and Coach Jay because I know they do a scouting all the time, so whatever they say, I'll definitely listen to the most.
They lead the conference in stolen base attempts and stolen bases. Does that change when you have a guy on base? Anything about what you have to do when you're pitching with runners on base?
Coach West said we always do dry work all the time, so we're always prepared no matter who the runner is, no matter the situation. So we're always prepared whenever we do have a good runner on there. We might pick off a little bit more if we know he's a good runner, but we still stick to our plan.
Sure you guys are aware of this, but it's probably a good chance that a bunch of you, this is the last time you're going to get to play here in the stadium. Do you guys talk about that amongst yourselves or anything like that?
We haven't really talked about it much. I mean, me and my roommates talk about it a little bit, me, Dylan, Braden, and Jordan, but it's just like we know where we want to go. We would rather end the season in Omaha, so it's kind of it's a little quick thought about it, but at the end of the day, we want to end it in Omaha.
What's the do you have to kind of breathe and slow yourself down a little bit when you're planning to go to Omaha and not get too excited about?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to be in the present, stay in the present. I think it's taking one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time, and that's the biggest thing for this team. Is we know we're really good and we know we can have a lot of success, but it's being steady and present in the moment, and that's going to help us be successful.
What do you think of Thatcher, the way he was able to team up with you the other day out of the pen and the performance he gave?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I can't be happier for him. He's had a couple of struggles this year, but it's just how well he's pitched the past couple of weeks has been big for our team.
As a draft-eligible guy, are you glad that as a players y'all no longer have to sort of deal with that happening in the middle of the postseason? That's not going to be for another month?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I got to witness it a little bit last year, but I think it's a good thing now as a team and also as players we get to really focus on winning rather than having to focus about the outside stuff after season's over.
Seems like you've kind of found a groove the last few weeks with going deeper into starts. I mean, if it weren't for the weather, you probably would have gone deeper this past weekend. Like, what sort of consistency have you found over the last few starts?
I think one, just staying true to myself and also just trying to locate my pitches a little bit better and getting early in the head with my pitches, locating off-speed pitches and stuff, and just having that confidence about myself on the mound, knowing that I can go longer in the game.
Kaden Chavinsky seems to be kind of one of your glue guys in the dugout and seems to have a little bit of a goofy personality. Yeah. What do we not know about him, and what is he like as a teammate?
He's a goofball, I'll tell you that one. Everybody laughs at him whenever he comes on the dugout. But we also take him very serious at the same time. But he's been a great leader for this team. It's been insane because I know he didn't get to play much at the beginning of the year, but he never never cried about it or anything about it. Just came in, caught all my bullpens, also as Paul's, and just kept working and stuff. And then I'm no surprise why he's having so much success right now.
I know that he's dealt with a lot of injuries over the past couple of years and thought about maybe quitting baseball. Did you have any conversations with him at all, or did you ever hear about that, and how have you seen him kind of grow from that?
To be quite honest with you, I didn't know if he was coming back or not. Honestly, last year I gave him a hug at the end of the year because I thought he wasn't coming back. But I mean, whenever I got to see him in the locker room at the beginning of the year or beginning of the fall, I was really excited because I knew he could bring a lot to this team, especially from a leadership role. He's been here for 4 years, and I know he's seen a lot of stuff. And I'm really glad he came back this year.
Is he the strongest guy on the team, or would it be Skeens, or who do you think?
Neither one of them. No, they might look strong, but they're not the strongest. That's for sure. I'd probably put Grant Taylor on top of that list.
All right.
Yeah, oh yeah. I put him on the top of that list. Or Dylan. Dylan's sometimes strong.
But when Hayden connects, that thing is gone.
Oh yeah. No. Hayden can hit a ball really, really far away. I'll give him that. That's for sure.
Good? Thank you, Ty.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks, Ty.